or a man for those of you guys, sorry, don't mean to leave you all out too. And we are bombarded with a lot of good things, aren't we? A lot of good opportunities, a lot of good things you could do in your business. But just because they're good things doesn't necessarily mean they're right things for you, right? And if we're not careful, we can find ourselves scattered all over the map, can't we? We're doing a whole lot of stuff, but it's not moving us forward. And that's where I see so many times women get frustrated. As a counselor, as a coach, work with women to help relieve that frustration when they find out that they're doing a lot of good things, but they're not moving forward in the direction that they want to go, and how we can clarify that. So take time to set goals and make sure that all the goals you set are going to move you forward in the direction you want to head and help you honor the woman you want to be. Now, we do that usually at the first of the year, or we do that after we come to a convention like this. I get all pumped up and said, okay, I'm going to get my business organized, I'm going to get my life organized, I'm good to go. And we work hard and do that, and then what happens? We do that in January, and we're still riding pretty hard in February, and then spring break comes, and we got to do a little spring cleaning, and we're off with the kids doing things, and then it's April, oh gosh, it's Easter, and now I've got to do, taxes are due the middle of April, so I got to spend time on that, and then it's May, and I'm planning my summer trips, and along about June or July, we look, and where are those goals? A lot of them we've kind of left in the dust, haven't we? Because we've gotten caught up in the busyness of life. So I'm going to challenge you, if you decide you hear something today that you want to plug into your business and you set a goal of whatever it is, it may be a networking tip, it may be a service you want to connect with somebody here to do, it may be some great words of wisdom like we've already heard tonight and you're going to be filled with tomorrow. Go out on your calendar a month from now, and 3 months from now, and 6 months from now, and 9 months from now, and mark a review day that you can just check in with those goals and ask yourself, how you doing? Am I still on track? Just like driving a car, we don't just set that steering wheel and then let it go. If we do, what'll happen? We start drifting. We've got to make sure we're making adjustments. So we want to take time to set goals that are going to get us down the course in the direction we want to head. And then we want to make sure that we take time along the way to assess those goals and make sure they still work. They might have been great goals for us in January, but the world changes a whole lot on a dime, does it not? I mean, gosh, look at how much our economy has changed. What are you doing today differently than you might have done a year ago? In our businesses and in our personal lives, right? So we've got to take time periodically to assess those goals and make sure they still fit for us, and they're still going to move us forward in the direction we want to go. S, we've got a T. What's in the middle of that word?
Why.
Why. And what do you think the Y stands for? You. If you are going to live your life with style, and not just get by, but I mean really live it up right, you've got to take care of yourself. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all across the board. And while I'm saying that, and you know it's true, how much time do you spend in your day doing that? When's the last time, that you did something that was just nurturing for you? And not so you can make a business connection, not for the kids, not for your family, not for, just to make you feel good. When's the last time you had a good soak in the tub, or read a funny book, or watched a movie, or had lunch with a friend, or got your nails done, or did some journaling, or dug in the dirt in the garden? Although if you're doing that, I don't know if that would be fun for me, but if that's, you're a gardener, that's what you'd like to do. Now for me, I'd like to sit down and play the piano. I haven't been playing much piano lately. It's all covered in dust. But excuse me. When's the last time you have done things to nurture yourself? I mean, stop and think about it just a minute. If you don't take care of yourself, who's going to suffer? Your businesses, your clients. Your clients and your customers, you owe it to them to give them the best work you can. True? Right? If you're going to do a service for them, you need to give them the best service you can give them. And if you're falling apart, you're not giving the best service, are you? You owe it to your children. You owe it to your spouse. You owe it to your friends to be the best wife, to be the best mom, to be the best neighbor, to be the best friend you can. And we can afford to do no less. So if we're going to live our lives and do more than just exist and more than just get by, ladies, we have got to take care of ourselves. You have got to take care of you. It's right in the middle of the word. Interesting that it's there. I think it supports all the other letters and it makes them work, right? And you've got a book out. It's going to tell us a little bit about how to take care of ourselves. So we've even got an expert here to give us some good tips on just how to do that. So we've got to set our course of direction. Excuse me. We've got to take time, set those goals and assess them. We've got to take care of ourselves. Then what's next? L. Excuse me. L. All right. You've got to look. You've got to look forward and make sure you know where you're heading. Look around for the obstacles that are on your way. Ever been walking down the road or walking down a path and then tripped? And you look around and go, oh man, I didn't even see that there. You were so busy focusing on something else you didn't see the rut in the road, right? You've got to look for the obstacles and do what you can to move them out of the way, those that you can, and look how to maneuver those that you have to go around. You've got to look forward and make sure that you're not veering off track of where you want to head with your life. Take time to look back, too. Look back and see where you've come from. You know, when's the last time you've looked back and celebrated? Wow, what were you doing a year ago in your business? Has it changed? Have you grown any? Have you had any successes? Have you had any sales? Have you had any business in the last year or 2 or 5 years? Anybody had any productivity in their business? Yeah. Have you celebrated that? No. Usually we just go, okay, that was done. Now what do I do to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing? You know, we need to take time to look back and go, wow, look where I've been. Look where I've come from. Look what I've done in my life. Look what I've learned. Look what I've experienced. We can look at the failures and say, wow, you know, look what I learned out of that I want to plug in. All too often we're just involved in doing the next thing and doing the next thing. Take time to look back and see where you've been and celebrate that success. Learn from those experiences because that'll give you the momentum to move forward, true? Look around. Look around in this room. Look at the wealth of knowledge that are just an arm's reach away from you. You know, don't waste the opportunity to tap into the wisdom that's here and the knowledge that's here and the expertise that's here. Just soak it all up this weekend. Meet all the people you can. Listen, use that exchange of ideas. Girls, we are in this together, right? If we're going to be successful, boy, collaborating has got to take place for us. We've got to be able to work together and to encourage each other and to learn from each other's experiences. You're going to hear some things that people are going to say and you're going to go, oh wow, I'm glad I heard that because I don't want to make that same mistake. And you're going to hear some other things that you can't wait to go home and try. So we want to look forward and make sure we know where we're going. We want to look back and see where we've been.